In our great and diverse country, the idea of leadership is sometimes hidden and misconstrued, more than often, leaving many Americans to question what is leadership. For over 50 years, people living in BHA public housing developments have committed to serve their communities, whether it's partnering with public officials to tackle social issues or plan for redevelopments. Many BHA residents have defined leadership through acts of kindness, loyalty, and solemn obligation to celebrate diversity. In this video, we will meet some of these residents who have and continue to define leadership through their underlying and unquestionable commitments to serve and advocate for the needs of others.
Being a leader is a responsibility, and we have to take that responsibility serious. It is not a joke. When you are a leader, you are the speaker. You are the one that everybody going to look up to. So we have to think about who we are, who we represent, and what it means to you or me as a leader. We have to be honest and true.
Barry is a good person.
He's very sociable with everyone.
Betty's inspired me to become a leader myself because she's helped me realize that everybody has something special in them and you should believe in everybody.
Betty Flaherty is a very understanding person, and I know for a fact that she goes out of her way to really be with people and to help them. And if anyone needs to talk, they know they can come to Betty Flaherty.
I love helping people. I have a lot of people that work with me. Again, they were like I was, didn't know what to do. I'm there for them to show them what to do and to help out this community, which a lot of people in this community, in which I do work with the people up the point, we work together, and that's what it is, more or less helping people.
I think that a resident leader should be a person that's for all the people, not any individual race. I think that a tenant leader should be for all the tenants. And on this development, we have 26 different ethnic groups, and that means 26 different ethnic families. So I love all of them. All of them. And they all have children, so all their children are Big Mama's children.
As you can see, I gotta get up with you. Okay. Okay. That's my baby right here.
Okay, your picture.
Look, you don't know who it is? Look.
Okay, your picture. Wow.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Now can I have my sugar? You want a kiss? Right here on my face. Thank you. Okay. That's my...
Since Stephanie has taken over, she has done a beautiful job. I mean, with the kids, with the adults, and she makes sure that if you're sick, she's going to be by your side helping you out.
I can't even describe it.
She's a friend. She's everything. She was there for me when my mom passed away, and she used to come and sit with my mom. You know, when me and my daughter wasn't there, she'd stay there until someone came.
I was a little girl coming up. I raised my brothers and sisters. My mom left. I was with my stepdad. Took care of my family. That's why I was called the mother of the development, because I always took care of children.
I get it from my father. When I was growing up, he was a very kind man. He had everything that he wanted to. And everything that he had, it didn't really belong to him. He gave to the people. So I grew up seeing how he was. And I guess I continue. Because I feel like I'm never for myself. I'm always more for the people. And when I know that the people really need help, if I can help, I'll be there.
What do you think about Mr. Younger?
He's fine with me. He's a bit trouble starter, but you know, he's fine with me.
He goes out of his way to get things, you know, to work on what he's doing. What we ask for, he takes good effort, you know, to go and get it.
He keeps the place in order, and he tries his best.
I've been on the task force for about 10 years or maybe longer. And the reason I'm on the task force board is I believe I know the people, and to be a good task force president, you have to know the people and get along with. In other words, I like helping people.
My mom and myself, we opened the teen center, which was a after school area where kids could come in, do their homework. They had other activities in there. Washington Beach, even though it's a little different from when it was public housing, now it's mixed finance, we still have the closeness we had back in Washington Beach, the old Washington Beach, like people would say. Yeah, Boston Housing, you rock.
Mrs. Burton, how she influenced me to be a better leader, that's a huge influence, I would say so. Because Mrs. Burton, you know, one of the things that she had mentioned, coming to meetings, you know, like I said, she was here, you know, 15 minutes before the meeting. And she, coming from a background of a military family, she would say to me, and I'm in the military as well, she would say to me, Orlando, it's always good to be 15 minutes early, then you will be on time. If you are on time, you're late, and if you're late, don't even show up. So it's embedded in me, and it's part of my leadership, but also, you know, how well dressed she was, how well spoken she was. So it's all those things that you learn from somebody that really helps you, propel you, you know, to better things. So thanks to her, I would say that she is one of those persons that I'm very grateful for who I am today.
I was president of the St. Paul Task Force. I succeeded Mo, passed away last summer. I met him about a month after I got here. During the summer of last year, he kept talking to me about running for the task force. And he spent the last 6 months of his life teaching me his job. And that's being task force president. I like him I liked him right off the bat. The real thing I liked about him, as I said in that dedication speech, was he was in the military, but he wasn't a bragger about his military service, which was honorable. And he did a lot of things for people that he never talked about. But over the years, he knew everybody, and they all knew him. He was an ideal leader for this building.
He fit for this building, and if he was still living, he would be fighting right now for us. And I miss him a lot. I miss him really, really a lot. 'Cause I can see him come through that door and say, "Big Mama, what you doing?" I said, "Nothing."
The other thing though, he loved ice cream. I love ice cream. He loved ice cream. Mo would come straight into my house, go into the freezer, he'd be like, "You got ice cream?" I'd be like, hey, go on.
Mr. Mo and I were very good friends. We've been friends for over 50 years. If he was here today, he would be chasing me around the room. That's how we communicate.
And he just loved life. He enjoyed everybody in the building. He didn't care who you was. If he can help you out, he did.
Mr. Moore was more than just the task force president. He just showed us how to be real community leaders.
Bill led a life of advocacy for the folks that live in this building and for seniors that live in buildings like this all over the Commonwealth. Fought for the rights of seniors, their housing rights, medical care, appropriate medical care, transportation, public transportation. He was an extraordinary advocate for veterans as well. And let me also thank Bill for his service to this country. We miss him, I miss him, and as a way of hoping that we always keep Bill in our memory and in our hearts, I have a few things here that we'll put into this community room so that when we do come down here in the days and weeks and months and years to come, that we will be reminded of our friend, Mr. Moore. First, I have this wonderful photo that we'll put on the wall. How's that, huh?
Really gonna miss you. It's really gonna be different without you. Time is gonna be hard and slow. For the rest of my life, I'm gonna be thinking about you. Yes, I am. Time came when you had to go. I'll miss you, my